buying into the Tebow.
Tebow is finna ball. The Jets are gonna come in second in the division. Third in the division is gonna be another team that everybody's gonna be like, what? Are you kidding me? Miami.
Are you
Miami?
kidding me?
Yeah. Trust me, Miami. They're gonna make noise, man. They're gonna show up this season. Trust me, they got the Hard Knocks coming up.
They make a little
They're doing the
noise.
Hard Knocks in Miami this season.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're making noise this season. But then I'm gonna jump to my NFC real quick. I got Dallas on top of that division. I got Dallas.
You mean to tell me out of the teams that everybody named,
Oh.
Dallas? No, come on.
If you look at the numbers, as far as like QB ratings, Tony Romo was right at the top before he got injured.
They say that every year.
I was waiting for him to say it. I was waiting for him to finish before I said it.
Tony Romo had 41,000, 84 yards last year, 31 touchdowns, and he attempted 522 throws, and then he completed 346, and that is
good percentage.
amazing.
How many interceptions
he was interceptions? He had 18. 18 interceptions, 31. He was hurt.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna bounce back.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna have one of those seasons that Eli was trying to have for so many seasons until he finally caught up with Peyton, won, and now he had another magical one last year.
Right.
But I think it's gonna be Romo's time. But second in the division, I got the Giants. I got the Giants coming in second. I got them doing all the work. I mean, people think about, they keep saying the Giants won last year, but they barely got in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
And look how they won.
Yeah, we did it.
So imagine the Cowboys, they could have been in there. They picked up a lot of good picks. I think the Cowboys are this year's Giants. Every year, the Super Bowl's been a new team for the last, 5 years?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no, set team. It hasn't been a back-to-back in a while.
That division's gonna be tough. Philly, you got Philadelphia and the
That's what I got as my third. Philly.
And
Philly.
I think Philadelphia's gonna come.
It's the toughest
This year.
division.
I got Philly as my third, man. I got Philly coming in. I think Vic's
It's
gonna
the
show
toughest
out.
division in the entire NFL.
Say again, I couldn't hear you.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but it's the toughest division in the entire NFL.
No
hands
question.
down, dude.
Oh yeah, hands
No
down.
question.
The Eagles coming in third in that division. I got Michael Vick having a bounce back year. I think they're gonna live up to some of that hype early in the season. I think they're gonna fade as the season progresses.
Right.
I think the Cowboys will move in that spot. I think they'll be tied. I think Giants, Cowboys, Eagles will all be tied right until close to the end of the season. I think Romo will finally get over that hump. Mark my words, Cowboys are gonna win it. They're gonna win it this year.
I remember
right
that
there.
last game.
They haven't won that last game. They've been there. They've been
Going
there.
back to that
creeping.
division being the toughest division in the NFC, I have to disagree with that. I believe NFC North is going to be the toughest division. Strictly
right
off
there.
defense
It's
because
gonna be right there.
they have three of the top.
Green Bay is not, but
three of the top 10 teams in the league.
Yeah.
With Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, and Chicago Bears, with all the moves that they made, I don't see them making more noise than that division.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a toss-up between the two.
Yeah, in
It really
NFC
is.
at least.
It really is.
I mean, AFC is a different story.
Yeah.
Who's your NFL sleeper player? You got who you think's gonna make the
Sleeper
most
player.
noise this year in NFL? What player do you think is gonna come out and have the best season? It could be a rookie, could be a player who's been in a veteran.
A veteran, yeah.
Who do you think's gonna do it, Rick?
Actually, my rookie impact player is going to be, and it's biasly, but actually, the more I look at it, I think it's going to be David Wilson. He was a first-round draft pick for the Giants. He's coming out of Virginia Tech. He's a good all-around running back with the absence of Brandon Jacobs. He's definitely going to have the second slot hands down, up right in front of DJ Ware. So I mean, and right behind Ahmad Bradshaw. But y'all know his health issues with Bradshaw. So David Wilson gets that chance. I'm going to tell you right now, be on the lookout for him. And I'm honestly going to have to say that my sleeper player is going to be Sam Bradford, actually. I think that he's going to come out and he's going to have a good year this year. And I think that he's going to try to make some noise because he's tired of seeing all these other guys that were in the same draft class as him or a year after or a year before not getting their shine on. So he wants to get his shine on now. I think if he stays healthy, he's going to make some noise in the league this year.
I like those picks actually. I didn't really kind of hard for me to pick a rookie NFL impact player right off the bat. There's a lot of good players. A little rough for me to pick one of those, but my immediate impact that has been out of the league for a while coming back is Randy Moss. Randy Moss is going to come in and dominate.
I think so.
Everybody, now this is all coming out of his camp, out of the 49ers camp, so obviously they want the best news to come out. But I buy into it. I don't think he's going to want to come in and not play hard.
Yeah, not play
he
hard.
wants to. He hasn't won a ring yet. That's his only goal left in his career is to win a ring. He's going to a contender. He does not want to take plays off this year.
Yeah.
Watch out for Randy Moss.
I don't know. I mean, he went to a contender with the New England Patriots.
Look what he did.
Look what he did.
Yeah,
Look what he did.
But he also took a lot of plays off with the.
Yeah, he did.
And you saw a lot of those games, especially some that counted.
Right.
And
he did have Tom Brady throwing
being
the
a
ball too,
professional,
so.
he should have played through those games, no
See,
matter what team.
I think,
he did.
but
He got
coming
that
out of
Super
retirement
Bowl,
and doing it, I think he's going to wake up.
We'll see. I mean, you're right. If it depends on what Randy Moss you get.
Right.
If you get the Randy Moss, the old Randy Moss, the great Randy Moss, you're gonna get good, good results. Great results, especially with the 49ers.
The sleeper I had, I got Matthew Stafford. I think he's gonna come out, and I think he's gonna be like on fire, man. He was hot last year for a point until he got injured, and I think it's actually gonna be his season. I think he'll be one of the top quarterbacks in the league again. I mean, he's been
throwing the ball too. Like we mentioned earlier, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. So I think he's gonna be right back at that top.
Yeah, definitely got a weapon there. But we'll go ahead and jump into some baseball talk real quick. Ricky G, our baseball man, go ahead and let us know a little bit about it right now. What's going on?
Right now, the Yankees and the Rangers, they're the most dominant teams pretty much in the whole entire league. They dominated the All-Star votes, so whenever the All-Star break comes up, you're going to see a lot of Yankees and Rangers out there to start the game. They both got the two best records in the league, like I said, but I mean, there's still a lot of baseball to play. Anybody can come up, like the Giants, for instance, or somebody who's streaking. Phillies are kind of doing bad a little bit, so I mean, there's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration, but Yankees Rangers looking nice right now. And shout out to my boy David Ortiz. I'm a Red Sox for life fan. He's the only Red Sox to make the All-Star ballot. So,
all right,
he made the team. He made the team. Shout out to Big Poppy, man.
Alrighty. They're talking about his Hall of Famer too now, right? They're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame.
That's after his career, but I mean, he definitely has numbers for that kind of stuff. But I mean, that's
I heard
way too
talks that
early.
they were thinking about, he was like a Hall of Famer.
He's got to retire and everything first, so he has to finish off his career before they let him in the Hall of Fame. But I don't really watch baseball too much. I'm not too keen on it. I know a little bit about it, but I do know Yu Darvish is replacing pretty much Cliff Lee as far as the Rangers pitcher. He's doing a lot better than what Cliff Lee's doing right now. Because they couldn't resign him, he went back to Philadelphia. Now he's not doing too well, but Yu Darvish is stepping in and doing a really good job for the Rangers. And like Rick said, they had the best record in one of the two best records in the league. Excuse me. But also this last weekend, Tiger Woods won his tournament, back on the winning circle again. He's the only golfer to win 3 tournaments this year. He's doing all right so far. Before I went to work, he was 1 under for the tournament starting today. He has a British Open coming up. He needs to win a major this year, but he's the only person winning 3 tournaments this year. I think he could be back. He just needs to figure out how to finish off those putts.
Yeah, hopefully he can stay on top.
Yeah. I'm pulling for him. I've really been pulling for him. I like to see Tiger win. It gets all the fans back involved in golf. Yep. A lot of people took off from golf when Tiger kind of took off. So,
yep.
It's good to have him back.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'll just say that on hole, I think it was like 10 or 11. I was talking to Jason. He had like got it right on the rough, right behind a tree, and he hooked it around that tree onto the green, and it was like a green in 2 shots, and everybody was so impressed. And I was like, man, that's vintage Tiger.
That's old school Tiger. That's what he does.
Yeah, man. And so whenever he was winning all those tournaments, he was also winning all the smaller tournaments too, in between. So he was keeping his pace. Like he would play everything was a major, like not back-to-back tournaments, but he would play it like they were majors. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if he keeps winning these small tournaments, I think you're going to see him come back and really take those majors and pass up Jack finally.
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope so. All right, YouTube. This is my favorite part of the show. This part of the show is called Are You Kidding Me? Rick, why don't you go ahead and kick us off?
I just wanted to say, are you kidding me, to the gentleman that decided to eat the lips off of his woman's face. It was his wife. Apparently, he called her into the house and he wanted to kiss her, and he set it up. As soon as she came in to kiss, he started literally eating her lips. So this is all kind of funny because he ended up calling the police, staying with her until the EMS arrived, and then he turned himself in. they asked if he'd been doing bath salts or whatever, whatever people have been doing lately that makes them turn into zombies. And he said no, he just didn't want his wife kissing another man. So if something happened, I feel sorry for the woman, but at the same time, are you kidding me?
That is crazy. To know that he's doing something wrong to turn himself in afterwards, man, that's insane. That's insane.
Hell nah.
But my "Are you kidding me" today is the Houston Rockets offering a 4-year, $30 million contract to Jeremy Lin. I like Jeremy Lin. I think he did really good last year. I really do. I think he did really well for 25 games. 10 of those were tremendous. Came in and just blew up the NBA. It was something different. But he did not earn $8 million a year. Are you kidding me? Houston, you're spending your money on something that's not worthy. You're crazy. Don't do it.
And New York's crazy for trying to match it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
My "Are you kidding me" for the day is to all those people who think that Steve Nash is not going to go to LA and make that team just
He is down there, right?
great. He's going to change the whole Western Conference thing. Thunder, Clippers, Spurs, all those guys better watch out for the Lakers with Steve Nash.
I feel you.
Yes, sir.
Well, mine is, there's this lady. She's up in Georgia, right? She's up in Georgia. Her husband dies. He's a cop. He did, honorable service to his country, to his community. He died. So she's suing. She's gonna sue the police company. So she can get some money to help pay for these bills. She's gonna put a lawsuit out. Because he died at work doing like this strenuous activity, right? What he did was he was having a three-way sex. He was having a three-way in his car, and he died of a heart attack. And his wife is suing now because his doctor, she said he should have went to his doctor. His doctor said that he warned the police department about him doing anything like strenuous on the job. He was doing a three-way. He died doing it. She's suing him. She won $3 million.
Oh my
God! $3 million. Are you kidding me?
The best one of the night. Oh my God.
Well, thank you guys for watching this show. Thank you for subscribing. You guys got anything else to add?
Pretty much reiterate what he just said. Appreciate y'all watching. Keep on subscribing. Share it with your friends. Put it on Facebook. Put it on ESPN First Take. If you tweet to them, we want to let the world know how good we are at this. Let's keep it going.
Everybody, there you go. Y'all have a good night. Dub Bears.
You got anything, Rick?
Nah, all I gotta say is know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to give a shout out real quick to our sponsors at the Juice Bar. We want to show you what's up. They just had a grand opening on the 4th of July.
Yesterday.
It was great. Great drinks. Go check it out, guys. Thanks for watching another episode of What You Talking About?
Be good.